Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be filming a really brief review of the Naked Heat palette. I'm also going to be showing you guys how to get this Kylie Jenner inspired eyeshadow look using the palette. I'll go ahead and link that time down below for when the actual tutorial starts, so you don't have to watch the review if you don't have to. I know there's a ton of reviews out there. I haven't watched a bunch myself before I purchased the palette, so I'm just going to kind of make this review just really short and just basically my honest opinion of the palette. So let's go ahead and get into the review. So one of the first things that I noticed about the palette was the brush, because I always really like the brushes in all of like the Naked palettes. But for some reason this brush I just like wasn't really like a huge fan of. I'm sure you guys have seen the brush ends like multiple times. But yeah, so it comes with like a blending brush and then like a flat kind of puffy brush, whatever it's called. So I was like really looking forward to the blending brush because I like have literally had the same blending brush forever. I just don't really take the time to go out and purchase like expensive blending brushes because that one's always really worked for me. I actually think it's an Urban Decay one, so, or Bare Minerals or something like that. But yeah, so it's always really worked for me, so I've never really go out and purchase a new one. So I was looking forward to this blending brush, but it's just like kind of like really big. Like it's just really like, it's just too big to like, for me to get it in the crease without it being like sloppy. So I still like, well, I can use this to begin with, but to like really get into the crease, I like find myself having to like go in with the other brush. So I don't see myself using it a lot at all. And as for like the other side, I mean, it just, for the other side, I mean, you can use this to, sometimes I'll use it to apply like the base of like my eyeshadow all over my lid, but I just am not happy with it. And then also another thing that kind of bothered me about this palette is I feel like usually when I wear like Urban Decay's eyeshadows, they usually stay pretty good. I use the Naked 3 palette like all the time, and most of the time I'm too lazy in the morning, especially before work, to put on a primer. Literally I just don't care. Like I'm just trying to get out the door without looking half dead. So I never really put on a primer, and my makeup always usually stays. And for some reason with this palette, I don't know if it's like the specific shadows I'm using, but my makeup like does not stay, like my eyeshadow does not stay on if I don't put on a primer. It creases and it looks really bad. I mean, I'm honestly really not trying not to diss this Urban Decay palette. I mean, honestly, my eyelids could have just been like really oily or something like that. I don't know. It just has not been staying on my eyelids, but you do need to wear a primer anyway, so as long as you are wearing a primer for this palette, you should be good to go. You shouldn't have a problem with it staying on at all. So the color range is has a lot of burgundies and kind of like burnt oranges in it. I don't typically wear those colors a lot. I kind of choose to say like more towards like really like the browns and just like basic colors for my eyes. But I do like this palette, especially because I have brown eyes. I feel like the burgundies are easy to make my eye color pop, and mainly the burgundies, but also the burnt oranges. But yeah, so the colors are pretty pigmented. Like I don't really have the problem with the pigmentation of the palette at all. One thing I do wish the palette had was a highlight color. I mean, they have Ounce and Chaser, but they have these two colors, but it's just not like, it's not flashy enough for me to like, it's not flashy enough for me to be like a highlight color. So I've just been going in with like my own highlighter and doing the inner corner and then like right under the arch on my eyebrow, because it's just, these just really aren't good for that. And I do kind of want to show you guys a few swatches just to show you guys kind of like the pigmentation. So this is He Devil. I'll kind of show you here on my arm. So it is really pigmented. Let's go ahead and another color, Ashes. Let's go in with Ashes. Let's kind of show you this on my arm. So they are pigmented. And then another thing is they're also very blendable. I have not had a problem at all blending the shadows. So honestly, overall, I do give this product a good review. It is a good product. Like, I mean, it has its flaws, but like every product has its flaws. So I do definitely think it's worth the price, right? You'll get a lot of use out of it, especially if you like these colors. I feel like I'm just kind of biased because I don't use these colors all the time, but it is a really good palette. You can do a lot of different eyeshadow looks with it. So yeah, so I do recommend getting it. Okay guys, so now let's just get straight into the eyeshadow tutorial. So first off, I'm going to apply a NARS concealer to my eyelids just to give it a nice even base. And just a little disclaimer, I know the lighting isn't exactly perfect in this video. I was just kind of experimenting because this is my first video. So I'm going to go in with a sponge and just blend that all around my eyelid. And then I'm going to go in and set that concealer on my eyelid with the shade Ounce. And I'm just going to spread that all on my lid all the way up to my brow bone with just basically any big fluffy brush really you can use. I just use the one from the Naked Heat palette. Next, I'm going to go in with the shade En Fuego as my transition shade in my crease. I'm going to go in with a blending brush to do this. Kylie has big eyelids, so I'm going to mimic that kind of by taking this shade just above my crease, just to make my eyelids look a little bit bigger. So next I'm just going to go in with the shade Cayenne and I'm going to blend that into my crease and also the outer V. So next I'm going to take a flat shader brush and I'm going to go in with the color Low Blow on my lid. It's not super dark on its own, but it's definitely buildable, so as long as you pack it on there, you can get that kind of not deep brown, but the brown that we're going for. I'm not gonna just put this on my lid, I'm gonna put it again a little bit above my lid just to kind of create a larger eyelid, just to kind of make my eyes look a little bit bigger. This trick typically works better with lighter shadows, but just for the sake of replicating this look, we're gonna try to do it with the brown. And then I'm just gonna go in one more time and just kind of blend it all out. Next, I'm going to go in with my NARS concealer and I'm just going to kind of clean up the look. You can also use tape for this if you want to. I just didn't have anything by me. And then I'm just going to blend it out with a sponge. So now I'm just going to go in with the shade Ounce and I'm going to apply that all underneath my eyebrow pretty much. And then like I said before, this palette didn't really have a good highlight color. So I am going to use my Glow Kit. And I'm going to go in with the shade Sunburst and just apply that right underneath the arch of my eyebrow and also into my inner tear duct. Next, I'm going to go in with the shade Low Blow and I'm just going to apply this right below my normal lower lash line just to make my eyes appear a little bit more bigger. Then I'm going to apply Cayenne right above the color Low Blow and just blend that all the way out, all the way up into the outer V of my eye. And then since this is a Kylie Jenner inspired eyeshadow tutorial, I did feel it was necessary to go ahead and show you guys what kind of lipstick I had on. So I did use Kylie Cosmetics Candy K. I went in with that Candy K lip liner and then I applied the matte liquid lipstick and then the gloss over it. I just find that the gloss will stay longer with the matte underneath it. So I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. If you guys have any ideas of any kinds of videos that you want me to do or any like tutorials or reviews of different products, then just let me know. But yeah, comment, subscribe, like the video, and I'll try to post another video soon.